Good evening. I'm David Smithers, your host of Mars News. We have a very special we have a very special guest this evening. Um, Meko Van is on Mars at this time due to a heinous accident on the space station around Mars. He was due to return back to Earth with his comrade Wilson um, on the next shuttle as a rocket. I'm not exactly sure, shuttle of some kind to bring the crew that was supposed to go to the surface and survive there for the rest of their lives. Um, but due to uncontrolled circumstances, Miko Van and Wilson are now trapped on Mars with a very small amount of supplies um, that they were able to eject from the station. And I won't go into all the details here. I will let him explain exactly in his own words what happened that fateful day and how they are doing now that we have communication established. Um, and yes, we think that this should be very, very interesting. Yes. So without further ado, Miko Van, welcome to the show. Um, we're going to have some questions coming in um, from on the prompter. Yeah, prompter. Um, but first, we'd like to know how are you doing up there, Miko Van?
Hello, David Smithers. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me. This is great. This is great. I think this is the biggest screen I've ever been on in my life. This is amazing. We're doing fine. Like you said briefly in your own special way, that we were able to get some supplies, and to use those supplies to collect resources to survive here on Mars. We're doing fine. We do have oxygen sources. We have water sources. We do have food. We're processing nutrients right from the soil. Wilson right now is, as we speak, he is doing samples of the soils, rocks, and atmosphere, and we're mapping out the area so we can discover the best place to establish mining outposts. We are struggling with this new technology we have. This is a 3D printer. We're putting together a medium-sized one at this time, and we hope to be able to print the parts for the larger printer, and then we could go from there. And I'm thinking that we're going to be all right up here. Yeah. Any specific questions?
Well, I think the most popular question we have here on the list is how are you going to deal with the fact that you're never coming home again, stuck there for the rest of your lives? How does that make you feel? I mean, do you have any feelings about that? Yeah, feelings.
That's an interesting question. Feelings. Yeah, we're all about feelings in this scientific endeavor of survival on Mars because, I could see how that would outweigh all other actual important things. So I'm thinking, no, feelings, am I, I don't know. No, not really. I'm not sad or anything. This is a great opportunity. Actually, Wilson and I were just speaking recently that, wow, we didn't think we would, we weren't going to be allowed to come down here. Our job was not to come down here. We have a crew on, we thought on the way. Now it looks like that there's no station for anybody to stay on, that we're informed that NASA is not sending a replacement crew. Because we weren't set up to actually come from Earth and land on Mars with the people. We were set up to dock with the station and then use drop crafts from there. Um, so when you say the rest of our lives, it may be 2 decades before they could ever. And man will come to Mars again. Oh, what's that over there? Let me grab that real quick. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So yeah, no feelings. We're not sad. We're actually quite happy. I often hear Wilson whistling and humming. When he's doing his work, it's pretty crazy. Sometimes I have to remind him to turn his microphone off so I don't have to listen to it. We're not getting on each other's nerves at this point. Nobody's turned on. That thing came loose again. Damn it! What is up with this damn thing? Sorry. There's a issue with the cable. But yeah, I don't know. I think everything's gonna be okay. So you could tell the little whining people that no, feelings aren't an issue. So yeah.
Well, I'm sure we are all very happy to know that you are in good spirits and everything seems to be going according to whatever plan you make up on the fly. Um, there's a meme going around that you are the man without a plan. Is there any truth to that?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I make everything up as I go, just on a whim, really. And matter of fact, we keep daily logs. We do keep video logs and some audio, which is kind of like a diary. That way, we could continue to send those back to Earth for future Martians to learn from our mistakes. And we just, no plans. Sorry, man. I hope that answers your question. No plans.
Okie dokie then. Well, what's your plans for the future?
Dude, really? Didn't I just... Yeah, no, we don't really have any plans for the future. Well, okay, maybe one. We're going to probably use the 3D printer to build stuff. I'm thinking of a Mark II single floor dwelling, possibly a Mark I. I'm not. Damn that wire, frickin' thing. Oh, sorry. Can I say frickin' on the air?
I suppose you can. I don't know what that means exactly. Is that a curse word of some kind? It sounds kind of curse wordish.
Some people might consider it a curse, but so's brown paper bag and, anything that... Damn, Wilson, would you hold the wire? Okay, this frickin' wire. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, with every word in our English language now becoming a curse word or some kind of insulting, dangerous weapon, I guess I probably should be more careful what I say because I do tend to say things like fruitcake and stuff like that, or, bastard, just stuff like that. So I have to be careful. I might say something like footstool, or drape, or curtains, or maybe refrigerator door handle, and then somebody might be offended somewhere. So I don't know. I try not to worry about that kind of stuff. I'm sure I'm very offensive to a great many people. And I once wrote a novel. I think it was called Why I Don't Give a Fuck What You Think. But yeah, so I tend to talk a lot of smack and not worry about ramifications. And I think it'll get worse now because there's no ramifications. So yeah, there you go. I hope that answers that question. Was there a question in there? I don't even know if you had a question. Anyway, thanks for having me. I gotta go. I gotta take a crap or something.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for being on the show, Meko fan. I hope you come on again and we can see and view your progress and you can update us on all the cool stuff. Hope you find some stuff up there, maybe aliens. Ooh, any alien stuff going on up there?
Is this guy for real? Are we done yet? Here, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off now. See ya.
Oh, it looks like we have technical difficulties. We've lost connection. It must be sunspots or solar radiation or that aurora borealis. How the aurora borealis is beautiful. You ever see it? It just go out at night, watch it. Yeah, zooming around the upper atmosphere. There you have it, folks. A great American and his comrade Wilson on Mars, and periodically we will be showing you his log files with some creative editing involved, probably, and a lot of beeps to cover up his foul mouth. But that's all right. That's all right. We have to have tolerance. We have tolerance for these people. Anyway, join us again next time when we visit with, uh, somebody else. And hopefully there's some aliens involved. Have a great evening. I'm your host, David Smithers, and have a great tomorrow.